I do want the truth. Okay, sorry. I'm lucky. I'm just performing in front of the guy for 2 minutes. I don't know yet. Okay, he's not beating around the beat. He's not. Wow. Okay. So he's just very straightforward. He's telling the truth and stuff, and you like it. But I mean, what is this straightforward truth that might hurt you girls? Like, what is this straightforward thing that he would say and people would normally like? Of course, he says straightforward truth to you, like, "Oh, you're gorgeous tonight." I'm telling you, you're gorgeous tonight. You tell her you look like shit. Hey man, there are more of us than you. How could you? How could you do this to her? Oh my God, she's. They're both gorgeous. They're also gorgeous. You're great at what? Okay, okay, and then because you know why they like cunnilingus from you because you shut the fuck up finally. See, too much fucking. That is the fucking national cunnilingus anthem, I suppose. Okay, so girls, to all of you, thank you very much for coming in, my lord. Man, for a while. Okay, yeah. So I was about going to be political about this. Where are you girls from? Each of you, if I may ask. United States, Canada. Which is pretty close, but you look like made in Canada. I'm sorry. Where are you from? Made in Taiwan. Okay, and you? Chinese? Okay. Russian Canadian. You were like born together or what? This is so nice. I mean, are you girls living in Danang or not? For now. For how long? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You live in Danang. No, of course not. I like this expression. I'm like, do you live in? No, I mean, like, Tanag is like, I'm too beautiful for this shit. They don't even have jobs here. They are coaches for coaching to coaches, whatever shit. I mean, I'm too beautiful, but you can't afford me to not. Yeah, I mean, I totally get it. I totally get it. I mean, if I was beautiful, I would also live in Philippines or shit. I don't know, in Malaysia. Yeah, yeah, that's cool. But I'm doing comedy in Danang. What are you gonna do? Yeah. Okay. And I didn't even ask you. I'm sorry. I just thought like they joined recently and you didn't do. She's with you too. Okay. I'm sorry. Sorry. You are also American. You're also American. Okay. So cool. So many girls from different backgrounds. What are your plans, girls? Are you like you have a common plans or like each of you separate? You have a common plans. The last time I see so many beautiful girls have common plans and start planning somewhere in Dubai. And I hope it's not. It's not. I mean, like, what is your plan? What? Girls' night. Oh, it's her birthday. It's your birthday. Oh, when is your birthday? When is your? Yeah, please show me all of them. Please, please show me all of them because I don't see if you didn't show. Thank you very much. Oh, and Andres. Okay, she's pointing at them as if she decides whose birthday is next. Like her birthday and his birthday, and like they're cool. Okay, nice, 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 nice. Okay, I don't feel like going political right now. It's fucking weird. Yeah. Okay, but I'll just say one thing. Like I talked to you guys a little bit now. I need to share this few stuff about myself. Okay. So Anton, our gentleman, our most desired gentleman here, he told about how good he is at getting down on women. I'm going to tell you how I was at some point good at getting down on men. How I was good at this. Okay, until the one moment that I'm going to tell you about. Okay, so once I was kind of with a guy, and back then I was kind of fucking around a lot. I was fucking around a lot, and with one guy I was just ready to make it serious. I was ready to make it serious and get us to a next level. And I was on my knees sucking his dick, and that was the moment when I decided that I want to get something serious about that. And I'm sucking his dick, and I'm looking in his eyes, and I'm just pulling it out. And I'm like, babe, I feel like I've been meaning to tell you this for a long time, but I feel like I love you. and I wanted to take this to the next level. And you know what he said? You know what he said to this thing? He said the most mean and rude thing to me, which you would say to a girl who is sucking you, okay? Never say that. He said, shut your fucking mouth and keep on sucking. I was like, be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for. Never say this girl this thing, and never tap the neck of the one who's sucking you. This is terrible. This is gonna be terrible. Yeah, I was pretty good at this. But then I realized that I'll just try to talk to people more and instead of sucking them and all this stuff. And I told you at the beginning before that it's very difficult when you are Russian. I learned English, and like when communicating to all the other nations, it's super easy because I'm like, hey, how are you? Where are you from? And they're gonna be like, I'm from the Canada. And how about you? And I'm like, I'm from Russia. Cool. We started the communication. But it's completely difficult now when I'm talking to Ukrainian people as a Russian. Can you imagine what stresses this? Because I just approach a guy and I'm like, hey, how are you? Where are you from? And they're going to be like, I'm from Ukraine. And how about you? And you look at him and be like, and I apologize. That's all. That's the end of the conversation. It's really, really terrible. And one of the things about the guy that I was dating who was Ukrainian, it was a secret story. I hope you will never meet any Ukrainian guy and will never tell the story. But what happened is that the shape of his penis was this. Is this, I mean, have you ever encountered this, ladies? I'm just wondering, this is a true story. I'm not making this up. The shape of his dick was this. Have you ever encountered this in your life? No? You're so lucky. You're so lucky. So the shape of his penis was this. I was terrified. I was like, what if this is the thing about all the Ukrainians? Because they're what, getting ready to bend on the Russian regime? You don't know. And the hardest part of all of this is that you can't get on your knees and be like, up, up, stand up for Ukraine, right? You can't do this. This would be terrible. It would be a fucking national scandal. So I was both good, bad in blowjobs and bad at communications. This is terrible. Okay, so this is fun. I think now we shared all of our weird embarrassment. The girls are making orders. Anton is paying, I hope. Otherwise, why would you be? Oh, of course you're paying. Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, so and we are here to invite our first comedian here on. And according to the lineup, according to what I was told, the first comedian here on stage is gonna be Milad. Are you here? Could you please come here? Let's go! Let's go!
I didn't know it was going to be a mainly network school crowd tonight. So one thing that we didn't tell you was we're not traveling here from Malaysia. We actually got kicked out of Malaysia. Yeah, our program we got banned. It's in the Wall Street Journal. We're famous. We're going to Kazakhstan next. Hopefully we don't get kicked out of Kazakhstan. Okay, I've been getting off of a medication called trazodone for the last 2 months, and the last 3 weeks have been crazy. Not sleeping, getting sweats, body aches, the most innocuous things tick me off. And for the first time in my life, I can empathize with you ladies having to go through a period once a month. Must be quite rough. I feel like I've been going through a 2 month long period. I'm finally doing it. Girl, girl. Um, yeah. So people say I'm a racist. People say I'm a racist. I I think I'm just good at recognizing patterns. I want a Japanese chef, a Korean hacker, I want an Indian accountant, and I want a white Jewish doctor. That's right, only Dr. Rubenstein touching me with brown skin. Joke. People say I'm provocative. They say that I'm just gauging for quality friendships. If you can't laugh at dark humor, then I don't know if we can be friends. Also, have you seen my president? President Trump. No, not Antoine. My President Trump. So if he can grab them by the pussy, then I can call people retards and faggots till further notice. I think that Vietnam is a really cool place for people who live under the poverty line in the U.S. to come and live and pretend like most of the people I've met are not really working out here, swimming in the beach. They are doing pull-ups outside, and they're going to VIP massages. Have you guys seen the VIP massages? Andre? Yes. Um, I think that I think that we're at an interesting time. I was on a date last night, and this girl, she's into the Bible. She reads the Bible, and she was telling me that we have that you have there's the 2027ers and the 2033ers, and basically the world's going to end, as she says, in this time frame. So either we have another year left or we have 4 more years left. But either way, she was telling me nothing matters. The mark of the beast is coming, and the aliens, and the conversations got wild. And then we had some tequila shots, and she calmed the fuck down. Um, she told me she was bipolar, and I told her I had to go do some work at home, but just an excuse to leave. Too much for me to handle right now. Iranian American, and people keep asking me if I'm okay. So I don't really know what's happening. But yeah, interesting time to be alive. Apparently, this is the war that's going to start World War III, according to my date last night. So hope she's wrong. Hope her meds kick in. I'm weaning off of mine. Anyway, that's my set. Okay, thanks. So do you have any Ukrainians in here, or is it just Russians? Do you allow them in? And still waiting for you to come up and cook them up. You're Ukrainian? I'm glad to see you two getting along. Make the USSR great again.
I was told make the USSR great again. You are living in USSR. Okay, so sorry. I confused the empires. Okay, well that was very nice. Actually, sir, I confused you with a Brazilian, and you're not. You're what? You're racially ambiguous. How intellectual it sounds. It sounds even cooler that everything Anton says about how good he is and bad. He's like so intellectual. I'm turned on already. I'm ambiguous, whatever it means. I don't know that word. Yeah. Okay. So cool. Actually, we have a few more comedians, and ladies, as you watch, you'll probably like some of them, and you will maybe also would like to perform. Okay, that would be also cool. So we would like to invite our next comedian here on stage, and his name is I hope it's readable. Yeah, it's very much readable. His name is Jake. Okay, so let's go.
Didn't know I was going to be doing this tonight, but here we are. So yeah, I really love Vietnam. It's a really great country. It's my third time here this year, and we're organizing this thing. Amazing. But one thing about Vietnam that I found fascinating, and it took me a while until this third trip to figure it out, is walking around here. There are all these walls around the cars, and I've never seen that before. Um, And I'm like, why are there walls, these like barriers around cars? You'll notice them. If you haven't seen them yet, you will see them. And I was wondering what the heck are these barriers for? I assumed they were for flooding, and then someone told me the real reason. And it turns out these barriers are for rats. So, which I found pretty strange because rats are all over the world. why aren't those barriers all over the world, right? Why are they only in Vietnam? Well, it turns out Vietnam has some big motherfucking rats. So yeah, the rats here are bigger than rats anywhere else apparently. So be aware. Um, let's see. So I am from a small town in Ohio. I grew up in like with cornfields and stuff. And my small town was so small that the barber of the town was also the mayor. So it's a very small town if you guys were doing two important jobs like that. So yeah, I grew up in Ohio and I moved to California. I realized I didn't really fit in Ohio. I would say I have a little bit more spice than most Ohio people who are quite boring. So I was just like, I just was always the black sheep. So I moved to California. And then lived in Los Angeles for 8 years, and I didn't fit in there either. I just felt like everyone was superficial there. They just wanted to like, talk about things that I didn't find interesting. The common LA person. So I was like, what do I do? I don't fit in LA. I don't fit in Ohio. So I was like, all right, I'm going to travel around the world. And then I found this place called Network School, and I really fit in. And I guess it just turns out that I'm autistic. So yeah, so that's our friends are here. Some of us might be a little autistic. We're all a little bit on the spectrum, right? But yeah, I love it here. I'm glad to be here with my friends. But I have noticed there's a lot of Russians in Vietnam, like way more, and way more than I thought, which sucks for me because the only thing I found harder to understand than my physics degree is Russian women. So, so I don't know what I'm gonna do here with dating. Um, all right, I think that's all I got. Thank you.
This is pretty. Jake is from the United States, and he said that he felt like he didn't fit there, and it's no surprise you are not fucking fat. You know, like how would you even? I mean, you're only supposed to fit in here. You're like this bubble. I mean, obesity problem is fucking crazy. I also think that if people talk behind your back, it is your obesity problem. How are you supposed to see? Like, yeah, that happens a lot in America, I guess. Why do you guys in America have such an unhealthy food? Jake, why in America do you have such an unhealthy food? Yeah, I just started adding all this stuff in the food without matter. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's crazy. How did you manage? How did you manage to be this normal? How come you're normal? You're like eating healthy, so I guess you're fucking rich in America. No? What do you eat there? Grass in Idaho? Yeah, and it feels good. Like I'm, yeah, I'm super cool. Yeah, and it's really a lot of respect. I've never been in America, but I guess it's fucking crazy that you managed to be slim and fit. Yeah. Okay. What? It's shocking. Like people are thin there. There's no thin people. So like you only find handsome dudes in Ohio. It was a compliment. No. Yeah. I just it's so fucking hard to give guy hints. It's like I'm from Ohio, so you can only find handsome guys in Ohio. And he goes, compliment. Okay, got it. Yeah, okay. Thanks. I'm gonna go. Yes. Cool. Yeah. Actually, talking to guys and all that in relationship is like a really hard thing, in general because you know what? All the girls want to have a relationship. Are you girls in a relationship? If I may ask, are you girls in a what? Single as fuck. I mean, you seem to be really proud of that. Cool. Are you girls any of you in relationship? Married? Okay, cool. And you're not in a relationship. Okay, good. So would I be right in thinking that all the girls basically in general they're looking for a partner who's gonna care for them, right? Who's gonna appreciate their achievements, who's gonna be waiting for them at home and all that, right? Right? But I'm listening to these demands, and I'm like, girl, get a father. What's wrong with you? Like, he pretty much does all those things. And when I said this to my female friends, they're gonna be like, yeah, but what about sex? And I'm like, well, sometimes, it happens. Unfortunately or not, a relationship is always a hard thing. This is some other thoughts that I want to share with you real quick. Just came to my thoughts yesterday. Might be shocking for my boyfriend to hear, but anyway. So it's just some new stuff that I wanted to share. I hope it's a safe space, right? So I was thinking, like, me and my boyfriend are planning to go for a trip to Bangkok, like to some rooftop bar, nice, and like spend holiday, not like a holiday, but spend salute there and see all the beauty of this, right? On a rooftop bar. And then I was thinking, just like, what happens if by any chance we're there at this amazing, expensive rooftop bar and he proposes me there and I'm not sure? I think in such situation, girls, you have two options. You either say yes or you jump the fuck off because you can't say no at such a beautiful rooftop bar, don't you think? So you can't. I mean, like, what is the option of saying no because he's gonna be so excited and all that? Like, I just think that a proposal has to be done in most weird, inappropriate ways for that. Like, for example, when you're taking a shit and he just mentions this in passing, like, would you like to marry me? Like, and you go screaming that no, because there might be some other exciting stuff. If you think that I would say no to him to marry him while taking a shit because of taking a shit, no, it's not because of that. Because there are many exciting moments where you would say yes when taking a shit. Yeah, like you're taking a shit and your boyfriend be like, hey, you want to go to McDonald's, and you're still gonna say yes even if you're taking a shit, right? This is how you're gonna check. But if he asks me to marry him when I'm just on my way to there taking a shit, and if I say no, he would be just like, oh yeah, okay, whatever. I wouldn't have spent all this money on a rooftop thing. Yeah, so that's why I think that the proposal has to be done in most inappropriate ways for that. How was your proposal, if I may ask? Yeah, how was your proposal? I mean, his proposal to you, sorry. Or yeah, how was your proposal? Just wondering. Which is like, hey, you wanna go? Hey, you wanna go start spending with us and shit? Where was it? I'm just wondering where was San Francisco? Like in some special place or not? Oh, okay. So it was kind of symbolic, I guess. Yeah. Well, do you think he would react if you said no? How would he react? Do you think if you said no? And be like, yeah, whatever. Ask you next year, the same place, same time in San Francisco. Give me what? Give me her? He would be her. Sorry, I don't speak American sometimes. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Okay, so we have our next comedian here on stage, and your names, guys, are so fucking short. Oh, this Anton guy. Okay, we're gonna be fucking delighted. Okay, so let's go.
It's kind of funny how most people here are from NS Network School. So let me teach you a little bit about this place. So Network School is plenty cool, and Jake was absolutely right. This is a badass place. However, one thing about Network School, which I always found weird, is that nobody fucks for school. No, it's for a fact. So, uh, for example, look at the beautiful fuckable women over here, right? Don't you think that this is kind of like weird that they're all single? Exactly, they're from the school. And if all right, so show me, show me, show me a video where any of them fuck, and I'll stand corrected. Pics or it didn't happen. Dicks or it didn't happen. Now I'm actually going to prove it. I'm actually going to prove it right now. Shut up! It's not your time on the stage. So I'm gonna give an extreme example, right? So look at Milad, right? He's been on this fucking stage, and just by looking at him, you know this guy fucks. He's Iranian American. His dick is probably bigger than my ego. He speaks uh, in a way that reminds me of Tony Blair. Essentially, kind of like honey flowing out of his mouth and getting into my ears, fucking them, pre-fucking me, even though I'm not gay. However, Milad at network school was brainwashed by the girls of network school, so he didn't fuck there, though he spent there several months. Is the truth. Okay. So, oh, okay. So he, even Milad, like, took some time to actually return to his true nature, which is a giant, amazing, sexy piece of ass. Right? So that's my bit about that.
Wow. Upload to look at the guy, like Anton made a point, when you look at the guy here on stage, and you definitely know he fucks. So when we all look at Anton, we can definitely say he doesn't fuck and wants to fuck badly. He'd be like, shut the fuck up, I'm trying to fuck somebody tonight. Don't shut the fuck up, bitch. We're ruling fuck in this world, even if we don't speak English properly. It's alright, yeah. Okay, so, and then now we are going to have our last, but not least, I guess last. Okay, you want to make a remark about Andre? Okay, fucking, okay, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm gonna talk facts tonight. It's gonna be your birthday on the 16th. Your birthday on the 16th. Your birthday on the 16th. Would it be in Hoi I'm gonna party. That's it. I'm gonna talk facts. Do you want to talk shit? I want to talk shit. I can't. I'm too drunk. I've had a lot of alcohol tonight. Which one? Oh no, I can't. I can't. This can be recorded. But thank you. Anastasia, your mic is here again. Thank you. Your mic is here again. Thank you. Just letting you know, these are all people from, yeah, these are all people that I know. Here, that, but I'm just saying, like, these are people that, like, these are people they're like my friends. These people I've known we have been in a situation where it's a bit tricky. We lived together, and all of a sudden, we did not live together, and we kind of found each other here. I can't explain it. We are here tonight. People arrived at different times. People arrived at different times. People arrived for different reasons. But I always say, everyone here made a decision at that point in time. Everyone made a decision at that time in their lives, and it led us to where we are tonight. It's the truth. If you think about all the decisions that you made in your time, like, I could have been like, you know what, fuck that shit. Like, that seafood made me have diarrhea. I would not be here tonight. But I'm here. I could have been like, to diarrhea. Yeah, exactly. You got And your brother, if you didn't come tonight, do you think your brother would come tonight? Oh, what the hell? What the? Shut the fuck up. But do you get what I'm saying? Like, everyone's made a decision tonight, and it made us lead to where we are right now. So I hope that whatever it is, we just appreciate it just for that small moment, big or small, but we're here and thank you for all being here tonight. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Emotional speeches tonight. Okay, cool, nice. You know what? Sorry, what's your name again? Debbie. When Debbie asked me to like she was like, her name is Anastasia, go on stage, and I'm standing here for a few minute moments, don't understanding what the fuck is going on. I'm like, she was like, and I'm like, am I supposed to affiliate that shit or like, I'm like, why I'm standing here? But yeah, I guess there's an honorable moment for you. I guess I don't know why, but that's very nice. And to finish that all amazing night for you, I'm going to invite our last comedian here on stage, and he's going to perform with around 10 minutes, please, of your amazing time. And his name is Andre. Let's go.
Yeah. Give it up one more time for Debbie, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Debbie and her love to soju. I thought I'm good at speaking, and no, I don't think so anymore. That was so great. That was a long toast. I'm thinking to quitting drinking now because definitely it motivates to, yeah, and inspires people. And if people support you, they don't understand nothing, but they support you. As my friend fairly noticed, she said, "We're here for different reasons." I'm like, raisins? Like what? Yeah. I'm not gay. Don't laugh. That's not a joke yet. That's not a joke yet. I'm not gay, really. I'm not gay. But I do yoga sometimes. Because, hey, Debbie, come on. Uh, I'm not gay, but I do yoga sometimes because back home in Russia, you need to explain this kind of behavior. Russia is very homophobic place, right? There, you know. Yeah, you wash your hands twice a day. Gay. It's, Russia is like that. You cut your hair twice a year. Gay. Simple. Yeah. You went to Thailand and smashed ladyboy for a month. That's okay. That's actually fine. That's totally normal. That's completely all right because Russian national currency is so low now. So it's not our pervert mind made us going for trainees. It's European sanctions. Yeah, because our currency is so low. We have to go for cheaper versions of women. What else? I People keep asking me like, "Hey, are you real Russian?" And I'm like, "Yeah." What do you think? I'm transitioning. Like, that would be a weird way to be trans, right? Trans Russian. What is that? If you're a trans woman, people keep giving you jobs, opportunities, right? They invite you to Dubai, Singapore, Bangkok if you're like so. But if you're trans Russian, the only work and travel you can get is Ukraine. It's not the great job offer, right? It's mostly just one way ticket. That's about it. Okay, guys, you don't want any of this, right? You don't want any meat. You just want the gay stuff. All right, got it. Yeah, there was a girl who told me like, let's watch gay porn together. Suki got really excited. I saw her open her eyes. It's not a racist joke. I saw her open her eyes, like like in that meme with the girl. Like, the gay story. Yeah, that girl. She said, "Let's watch gay porn together." And I am optimistic kind of person, so I thought we're gonna watch gay porn, then lesbian porn, and then have threesome with a friend of hers with massive tits. Right? I'm optimistic person. But then we're just watching gay porn. We're not watching lesbian porn. We're not having threesomes. We just keep watching gay porn, and I'm kind of embarrassed. It's not because I'm afraid to shame my parents. They're already ashamed. My parents are ashamed enough, guys. I'm in Vietnam now.
Like a month ago, I was performing in front of 120 people in NS, right? Then it was a smaller one, 35 people. Now it's 12 and a dog. The dog is disabled and has it's also like dog with a pigmentation problem. It's a Jackson's dog. It's Jackson's dog. Fair. Um, very white dog, by the way. Yeah. So, what else? More gay stuff about me. Some people tell me like, "Hey, Andre, your English is really good for a Russian." Sometimes it's better to stop in the middle of sentence. Don't say the rest. Like I told Debbie that the speech was perfect, right? I shouldn't continue anything. Like I don't have to say first 5 seconds are great. When she said, "I'm happy to see everyone," right? Just stop. It's the same as to say like, "Hey, you have a great sense of humor for a girl," right? People don't say that. People don't say that. Or like, "Hey, your body is really good for an Asian." People don't say that, right? You look like you've said it a bunch. Yeah. Or like, "Hey, you park your bike really good for Asian and girl." Okay. You guys don't like violence and sexism. You only like the gay stuff. Somerset. Okay, I have a friend. I don't even know where to start. What is what? Summer. The set about summer, right? Okay, give me hints. What was so special about her? People keep. Yeah, well, yeah. To be, if you at least know who she is, you picture her saying, "I'm too hot to be good at comedy." Yeah. What? She did? Because as soon as she got on the stage, I went to pee. I locked the door, and I'm so out. Because when she told me she wants to do comedy, I'm like, I guess okay. Like she said that. Like I don't know who else would think so. But who said that? Her? That's the only way it can be said. I don't think we should talk about her. She's not here. It's not very rude, and she's too hot to be discussed. Also, um, we have a few Americans here, so I want to tell you guys that I think America and Russia are actually very close. It's almost the same country, right? Right? It's almost the same thing. Yeah, like the flags are almost similar, different shape and color, but different colors actually, different color, the same colors. I feel like I inhale some alcohol from this mic, and I'm like, I inhaled some of Debbie's saliva from the mic, and I'm now intoxicated. I have no idea how. Okay, so Australia, America, and Russia is the same country. This political statement gets us kicked out of some countries. Guys, could you clap if you're here because some Indian couldn't get off Twitter on time? Okay, that's all of us. So yeah, different shape, different order, but colors stand for same things, right? America, Russia, Australia. Blue stands for police brutality, right? The bruises, right? Red stands for blood of innocent children in countries nearby and aborigines, and white stands for guilt, right? And cocaine. She got so excited as you when I said gay on the stage. She's like, yes, cocaine. Okay, I don't do drugs anymore. Yeah. Huh? Why you don't believe me? Why? What exactly is wrong? Which part of me screams drugs? The button up? How? How? Are you serious or you're doing summer now? You're too hot to be funny. How about that? Just don't punch me, please. Let's talk about that. Okay. If you guys were not at the show or you're not at the closing party, there was a moment when Suki backhanded. Fuck, that's amazing. I wish I have done that ever in my life. Have you been backhanded before? Like that. Not like this, but like this. Like a bitch slap. Not like that. Do you want to experience that? We have a very talented person here. Can you lay down for a second? Yeah, 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 yeah. Can you do it? Why are you looking for support? Look at her. Look at her and think, do you want to be bitch slapped by her? Yeah, it's a show. Yeah. There you go. Okay. Here, here. Come on. Here, 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 here. It's a stage, so it's a moment. So okay, so okay, so okay, so okay, so okay. Lay down, lay down. That, yeah, like that. Yeah, yeah. Don't, not too hard, but come on. Backhand. How do you prefer? So wait, 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 wait. What did you say when you did it last time?
Don't touch.
No, no. You. It's too late to apologize now. You touched her very inappropriate. You were a bad boy, very bad boy. Yeah, that's what unites us in Muslim countries. He will. Donations. Okay. So yeah, yeah, like that. No, Suki, come on. A bit. Ah, okay, that was enough. Ah, there you go. But I think it deserved a harder one for this. Uh, nice. Um, I'm definitely not gay, dude. Yeah, I looked at you and I felt nothing. Have you been experimenting recently? No. What's the weirdest thing you've done in bed? Oh my god, that's very weird. You would belong in a nest, though. I think that's what people do. Yeah. Another story. I used to live in China. Anyone Chinese here? Raise your hand if you're Chinese. Or some or what's the proper name of bigger region? Greater China. What's the great? Anyone from Greater China here? There you go. One, two, three, four. Damn, that's amazing. I enjoyed my time in China, especially taxi drivers, because they always gave me compliments. One Chinese taxi driver told me like, "Hey, your nose really matches your face." The fuck? It doesn't make any sense in English, but in Chinese, right? It makes sense. Well, you don't know. I like that you're bowing, even though you have no Mandarin at all. But thank you. English makes sense. Are you sure you know Chinese? Did you learn it after English or? Okay. 你闭嘴跟你的面子，太合适了。And then it's a compliment to the composition of your face, like your masterpiece, your art. It makes perfect sense in Chinese, not much in English. In Russian, it would be a threat. If your face and your nose are connected. But if you don't leave me 5-star review, it's just a matter of time. Yeah, another weird compliment I received in China. One lady said, "Wow, your eyes are so blue. You look like you could kill a woman." You sensational. Lady killer. It's like Casanova or something like that. You're so charming, ladies would die for you. I didn't know. I translate directly, like lady killer. All right, what do you think of my friend? And she said he is tall. So I look like a creep from Netflix documentary, and he's just tall. What the hell? She's like, yeah, me and my girlfriend, like that. We discuss you guys, and he's the taller one, and you're the shorter one. I'm 185. It's like almost 6'1". That's the shorter one. That was the moment when I realized I could maybe kill a woman for a joke. So I did. It's a joke, joke. Yeah. Some people tell me like, "Hey, Andre, you don't look Russian." Do you think so? I maybe my face is different. I'm Scottish here. I'm like definitely Russian from this side. But I don't look like Russian from American movies. I don't look like a boss of Russian mafia bombed the world or like secret agent KGB. I'm too simple for that, right? I'm more like the first security guard to die in the movie. You know, Jackie Chan jumps on the ship. That's me. That's how simple I look like. Because I don't have like golden teeth in my mouth or like a big scar on my face from eyebrow all the way to Hoyan. I don't have that Russian criminal tattoo with Mother Mary, but instead of baby Jesus, she's holding AK-47. I don't have all this. I'm too simple, right? And I think maybe I don't look Russian because I left 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I couldn't take it anymore. Russia was like censorship, corruption. We're culturally isolated from the rest of the world. So I packed my shit and moved to China, where there's no corruption, no censorship, and culturally, my visa gets extended every time I say this on the stage. I'm very grateful. Yeah, I used to work in Chinese company, Chinese crypto company. Whoa, surprise. And once my boss told me, Andrew, well, no, he said, Andale, 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 we're going to Europe. I'm like, wow, cool, Europe, where? And he's like, Turkey. I mean, technically half of Istanbul, right? Jake, help me out here. What's the percentage of Istanbul is Europe? It's the same as I told my mom before I moved. Like, hey, mom, I'm going to some Muslim country. My life is gonna be in order. It's very strict there. And then I moved to Bali. Yeah, very Muslim place. Yeah, I'm enjoying my time in Asia a lot. But sometimes if I shave my beard, my chin is really white and the top of my face is really tan. Very different. I shave my face. This is all very white. It looks like my chin has just arrived to Southeast Asia. My chin is naive. It's like, wow, smoothie bowl, pokeball. I will learn local language. And the top of my face has tan, which means experience. It says like, you ain't learning nothing. And the hottest girls in Asia are not girls. Right, Milad? I don't know why did I do that. I don't know any stories about it. I'm just guessing. Seems like I'm guessing right. I I don't know. He texted me a couple days like, hey, come to Bar Street. It seems fun. I'm coming there. He's hanging out with some Kazakhstani people where girl look like she's 11 and dude is asking where to buy drugs here. And then dude is like, hey, you look Persian. And he's like, yeah, I'm Iranian. He's like, me too. So he was speaking Farsi to a dude from Kazakhstan. So now you going to Kazakhstan? Nice. That's Arabic? Ah, thanks for translating to Russian. Like, nice. I don't do drugs. I told you guys. I feel like I'm smarter than that. She doesn't believe me. That's funny. Hey, button up. What's wrong with button up and drugs? Huh? What do you mean? Yeah, and what do you expect from my birthday? Are you gonna be there? Are we gonna fight? Nice. Are you gonna ask for money for that, or it's your birthday gift? Yeah. Only for me, or you get to fight Tony as well? Wow. So you're like that, huh? People can just challenge you to a fight? Huh. Okay, give us more traits about your sign. Cannot do poker. Okay. That's just you. You guys mind? I never played anything with you before. Okay. How drunk are you, baby? From from one soju to like creating new countries. Not. Yeah. That's it. You just you just. Oh, I forgot. That's your favorite phrase. That's facts. That's just facts. I like this tension, but I enjoy the tension between Anton and Nastya a bit more. Huh? One. I have many years of not drinking. I mean, just smelling this microphone already kind of affecting me I feel, a bit. I think I touch it with my mouth a bit. Uh, maybe you girls touch it with your mouth on purpose, you know? Okay, but not in a net, as we figured. In the end, I want to tell you guys my favorite thing about Da Nang is how people love coffee here. You guys love coffee? Coffee, coffee, coffee. Suki, do you love coffee? Because coffee hits hard. Got it. Yeah, I like coffee and how everyone drinks coffee. Old people drink coffee too. Because when I was in China, it was very weird for me how many Asian, like Chinese uncles would go to Starbucks, even though we all know that, like, Chinese uncles they don't drink coffee. In China, it's mostly tea. Like you ask Chinese uncle about coffee, he's like, no, 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 no. My friend drink coffee one time, cannot sleep 3 years. No, 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 no. But in China, all the uncles they come to Starbucks, they pretend to be liking it just to be hanging out with younger people. They take a sip and like, good, good. And I think that if you're a Chinese uncle, you should give up this Western marketing idea of like my day starts with coffee, right? It's just marketing. If you're old Chinese uncle, your day does not start with coffee. Your day starts with then you go to the park and start take your dirty metal bottle and go to drive your taxi. Okay, I cannot finish on old people joke, right? We should finish on something more disgusting, right? So then I'll tell you in front of four Chinese girls, I'll tell this joke about how to find Chinese wife. Okay? Yes, yes, Mr. C. You don't want me to tell this joke or what? Yeah. Xi Jinping was calling right now. He asked me to convert you back to re-Asian girls, re-Asian nation camp. So okay, so how to find a Chinese wife? You go to some small city of China because big cities are all about money. You go to small town. You go to the main square of the city. You close your eyes and you listen. No, this one not good. Not educated. No, this one also doesn't work. And you hear some girl passing by and she's like, oh, that's a good one. She swallows. All right. Thank you guys. That was it. My name is Andre and give it up for Anastasia and Danang Open Mic. Yay.
Thank you very much for coming. This is amazing. That such amazing guys like you can bring so many amazing girls who are like shining here on this place. This is amazing. Yeah. So if you guys are staying here in Denan for some time, a big guy. He had a Guinness record in comedy. Check out information about Instagram. There's gonna be a poster here and there, and there's our Instagram QR code there. But in general, if you find Diamond Stand Up on Instagram, you will not miss it. It's there. Follow us. There's gonna be amazing show. And yeah, and I wish you all guys to celebrate amazing birthday that you're all having. Many of you having. Yeah, I wish you to celebrate a great birthday and come to our show on Sunday if you wish. Some of you, and basically that's it. Just have a great night, guys. Have a great night, and bye bye to you. See you next time. Hope to see you next time. Bye bye. Thank you.
Also, thank you so much for coming. And if you want to leave us a nice review on Google, I will give you a free shot. Karaoke. I'm excited that people. When one person shows up and wants to do karaoke, that's a nightmare. But when 10 people show up, hell yeah. To clarify, there are specific free shots. I always want to be the first. Are we doing karaoke? Or are we waiting a minute for people to handle other things?